All right, man. Let's do it.
Is that fan all right on you?
Is there a fan on me?
All right. I'm a big fan of your guys' work. I'm glad you guys invited me here to be a guest on your show.
this, you take this, slide it off.
Okay.
So we'll leave it on for now.
All right.
I want to let you guys know.
But we have everything else humming anyway.
All right.
I'll leave my resume after the show. You guys can maybe call me back, see if we can do another show.
What?
He's so full of shit.
Do what we talk about on the show.
All right.
I'm an intern.
Like watch the movies and
No,
you know,
I'm going to watch the next
If
movie.
you're an intern, you would have been fired
Really?
a couple episodes ago. Yeah.
All right. That's true.
That's okay.
All right,
Because
Jared.
you guys
so
like me. I carry the show,
get
my
your
boy.
volume set. This needs to be all the way up.
All right.
We're gonna come in swinging.
Oh.
At me?
Oh. I want to do my shit talking
Yeah. At the
about
beginning.
last week at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit
Here we go.
talks. Do you want us to reply, or do you just want to have your little monologue and then we'll come into it after we get done doing the intro?
You can reply, but don't engage.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like-
No.
So, like, don't stand
Okay.
up for
You're
yourself.
full of crap
Yeah, F off.
as opposed to, oh yeah, well look, back in 1968, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, basically, don't stand up for ourselves?
That's right.
Okay.
You just have to admit I'm right,
Oh my gosh.
which is your fault because you're wrong.
What? How's our voices? Do we sound good? One more last check.
I sound pretty
Check.
good.
Check. Check.
Check, check, check.
Check.
Check it. Check it. I'm checking. Every. I like the little beatbox we did in our last episode of Big Libretto. It sounded kind of good. I heard me and Kate going back and forth. I was like, whoa, is that a real song? No, it's me and Kate making the noise. Like,
Right.
What?
Big Lip Retro is good.
I'm telling you, this last week was.
All right.
We're going live.
Hold on now. Now be quiet real quick.
Yes.
Do you hear any unnecessary sounds?
No. I don't hear anything.
You
Quiet.
you
You're
hear
picking it up on here.
Nope. We're good. Besides when
We're
somebody was
good.
like,
Right.
crank it.
All right, it's catching us. It's not catching this.
Good.
All right, ready?
Whenever you are.
Last week was inexcusable. You, Josh. Josh,
Yes.
I'll guarantee you, you son of a bitch, I'll guarantee you that I have done 100 times more podcasts than you've even listened to.
Quality, not quantity.
And Zach, look, man, I've been doing this since 2010.
9.
And I did the donkey punch. I did No Girls Allowed. I guarantee you I've done 30% more podcasts than you.
Prove it.
So if I want to miss a day, I can miss a day. Thank you, guys.
That was pretty good.
Dear Lord Jesus, this ain't happening, man. This can't be happening.
Whoa,
man.
whoa,
This ain't happening.
I'm sure you suffered mightily in my absence.
Welcome to Big Lip Radio episode number, where are we at? 43, 44, 45? I don't know. We're somewhere. It is Tuesday, April 16th, 2019.
Fucking deal.
And in this episode, we're going to finally get around to the PlayStation Classic because we like to stay on top of the latest trends. And we're going to talk about movies.
You see, they are insane.
So much good stuff. Oh, it's so good to be back in the command chair of Big Lip Radio, even though Zach usually is the producer and commander of the show. But it doesn't matter. This is all about me, your host, Big Papa J, and a co-host, Zach. Yeah! Woo! Woo! And co-host, Josh.
Hey, guys.
Right, so if you can't have quantity or quality, you got Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least I can remember what show we're on.
You did not. Did you listen to the
If
last
he was an
episode?
intern, he
did
would've
you
been
air
fired.
check yourself last episode?
He
I
never-
asked you the
he
specific
never air
question,
checks.
No,
and
I
you're
did.
like, oh. And then I was like, remember, I'm gonna let you dwell on that. Remember?
Yeah, no, I checked what I sounded like. I sounded better than you guys. Than
Oh
you.
my
Sorry.
God. Wow.
Intern's growing a pair, man. I tell you what.
Ooh.
Intern that does nothing to intern this show is growing a pair.
Jared doesn't even know what show we're on, and he's been doing 100 times more than me, apparently.
This is a new Big Lip Radio podcast, and Zach has to look it up right now. He thinks I'm not going to notice he's looking it up.
No,
I think
I'm
we're
not.
at episode 44, by the way.
We're on
Like-
44, yeah.
You know what? Technically, we're on episode like 695
Right,
because
right.
of our Big Lip Retro backlog that we
Right.
had since 2009.
Right.
But you know what I do like to do, Jared?
What do you
I
like
like
to
to
do?
do Patreon at the beginning of our episodes, which is different from our other 699 episodes that we have available for you.
Right.
Not yet, but soon to be. A little releasing in increments for you, so they're under the name of Big Lip Retro. Go check them out on everywhere. Patreon, of course, www.biglipradio.com, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We're on all the major podcasting networks.
This Thursday,
What's up?
Big Lip Retro number 15
Yeah.
is a little gem I'm kind of proud of.
It's good, man.
And,
The whole crew seemed like they were jiving. It was you, me, and Caitlin.
Right.
And it was... I listened. It was really good. It was entertaining, man. I was entertained.
It was good.
And I was on it. Usually when you're on something, you're very critical and you're like, oh, whatever.
Right.
I enjoyed it, and you guys did great. You and Kate held it down. And I tell you what, you guys get into some debates. And before this show, the reason why we're starting so late
Right.
is because of you
Me.
and my wife getting down with verbal confrontation.
Right.
Stop that.
That's all we're talking about.
Wait
is
till after the
education.
show.
Education's important.
Listen, your tongue moves many different ways, but it doesn't even move around my wife.
Wow.
All right?
Wow.
All right? Keep that to yourself.
Pump the brakes, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on, dude.
What are you thinking? I'm talking about your verbal knowledge bashing against her face.
Pump.
All right.
What? What?
Just slapping her in the face over and over, side to side.
Yes.
Like a paintbrush.
Do you guys need a towel? I don't get it. You guys getting it all over my goddamn gang room
Oh,
floor.
good Lord.
Stop it.
All right,
Save it
man.
for after. Patreon. Tell me what it is.
Tell me what wrestler did this very famous promo that I've turned into a Patreon read. Oh, my God. I'm never going to get through this.
You really went off on that, man.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
but we're half hour into this already, and we haven't even been doing the show for a half hour. Oh, God. Half hour meaning by like we start at 7 and it's already 7:30.
Right.
So
Right.
sorry for all you guys who watch on YouTube. That's mainly the crowd I'm trying to please right now.
Right.
Because you are our viewing audience. Listening audience comes tomorrow. Jared, Patreon, we do a read. Tell me what.
All right, so I got a famous wrestler I took a promo from, and I'm going to read this promo, and you guys are going to tell me which wrestler it is as I incorporate this into our Patreon read, because we do, as I say before, have 3 levels of Patreon. You can fit one that best fits your lifestyle.
Yeah, patreon.com/Big Lip Radio. Go check it out.
Right. You know, Bobby, some people would say just what you said to everybody out there. That would be bragging. That would be just thinking that you were cocky. But you know something? That's exactly right. The truth really hurts. Because, Hulk Hogan, I have earned respect. I deserve to be a Patreon for Big Lip Radio.
Oh, my
You're never
gosh.
going to get it.
Macaulay Culkin.
Iron Sheik.
You know, Bobby, some people would say just what you've just said to everybody out there, that would be
brain?
bragging.
Nope, Bobby, he's
That
talking to
would
the
just
brain.
be thinking that you're cocky. But you know something? That's exactly right. The truth really hurts. Because Hulk Hogan, I have earned respect. I deserve respect.
Deserve it.
Macho Man.
No,
That's not much, man.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
it's a hard one because he
it's
doesn't
Hulk
have a
Hogan.
very strong personality.
Yeah, I know.
He sounds
Did-
like
was he
the
around
other
for a
ones.
while, or was he around for a
Oh,
minute?
he's around for a while.
Is he still current? Like, do people still talk about him? Has he passed away recently?
No, he has not passed away recently, and he's always on the Raw 25, Raw 1000.
Oh, those ones.
And he's got a really cool handlebar
Not-
mustache. It
not-
doesn't look anything like he did in the 80s and early 90s.
handlebar mustache.
Now, yes. Back
Now
then he
he
didn't.
does?
Back then he was clean shaven
Oh
with
my
a
God.
with
Well-
a page boy haircut.
Biker
This isn't
Billy.
him, but I say a couple names just so I can get my mind
Right.
focused. Jimmy Hart.
No.
No.
That's a manager.
Not. I know. That's why I was like, this isn't. I know what he sounds like. I'm trying to narrow it down. You know what? That's not Bret Hart.
Nope.
It's somebody who had a feud with Hulk Hogan. It's not Andre the
Right.
Giant. It's not
As a
Ultimate
matter-
Warrior.
Here's
It's not.
here's
what?
a hint.
Yeah.
This guy teamed with Roddy Piper to go against Hulk Hogan and Mr. T in WrestleMania 1.
Smitty Williams.
Oh yeah.
Smitty
no.
Williams.
No. I do. I think I might have to tap out, man, because
I was afraid of that.
Rowdy Piper. That was gonna be my next guess,
Right.
Because of the raspy voice. But Rowdy Piper doesn't have a low raspy
No,
voice.
he's got a
but it's a high raspy voice.
Right.
Like if you took a lot of meth and sucked helium,
Right.
That's what his
Right.
voice would sound like.
Wait, tweaker and helium.
Yeah, right. Meth and I don't know, dude. I'm lost. This is one of the only times where I'm not even gonna be able to guess who it is.
Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Yep, that was a guy I never really had a chance to get to enjoy in the ring. But from what I understand,
early on,
he was very good. That's
Yeah.
why he made it.
he was very good.
Yeah, he was a good wrestler.
Now, Stone Cold. What was Stone Cold's name before he became Stone Cold?
He was stunning Steve Austin.
All right, so that I get Stunning Steve Austin mixed up with Mr. Wonderful all the time. The names, because when you talk to me about Stunning Steve Austin, the only reason why I can realize it's Stunning Steve Austin is because it's Stunner, Stone Cold Stunner. But regardless, the moral of the story is to go to patreon.com/Big Lip Radio and pick a tier, sign up, or you can just go to biglipradio.com and hit the Patreon banner on the top of our website, and I'll take you right to it.
There's Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. There's a photograph of him.
Yeah, dude.
Who's Kurt Angle?
I've maybe seen him on the Raw 25s in the anniversary episodes.
Right.
But I don't think I remember ever watching a match of his.
Well, we're going back to the early 80s with his, and
Yeah.
he was around WCW shortly after the NWO took over, and they kind of jobbed him out. He was already well past his prime at that point. Nothing you would remember.
Good Paul, man. You stumped me. I don't know if that was your purpose or your purpose in this whole thing, but you got me. 90% of the time, I get it.
No, I just love that feud.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the gimmick infringement I did for my 50th birthday party promo,
Yeah.
it was Hulk Hogan's rebuttal to this guy.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now. It's all coming. All the pieces are falling together.
Right,
And if
right,
you guys haven't
right.
checked it out, go to YouTube/Big Lip Radio, and you can see Jared's 50th
It's the best.
50th birthday wrestling match that him and I literally spent 2 weeks building up to.
Right.
We had promos. We were cutting against each
Right,
other.
right.
Some of the best, I think, in history. We both put 100% in there,
Right.
whether they're good or bad. Have you seen that, Josh?
No, I have not.
Oh, my gosh. Go to our YouTube, man. Check it out.
We're
We
so
literally are talking S to each other for a good 2 or 3 weeks leading up to his 50th
Right.
birthday party.
Why?
Because he rented a bounce house. He wanted
We
to
had
have
a match.
He wanted to have a wrestling match for his 50th birthday.
Right.
Wow.
And we had one.
We did.
We did it.
Who won?
Well,
did.
it was a passing of the torch storyline.
Loser leaves town match.
Right, it was.
That's what it
Wow.
was. And if you checked out my promo, you'll definitely see that. We lay out the stipulations.
After we
We're
get
so
done with
professional.
After we get done with the show, we'll
Oh my
put it
God.
on YouTube out there because
We
I haven't
have
watched
to.
it in a
We
while.
have to. I haven't either.
the best.
I love that. But you know what happened last week? WrestleMania, and we talked about it. And Jared you didn't get to put in your 2 cents. So
Right.
I'm going to give you this time. You got exactly 12 seconds to go ahead and say what you got. I'm just kidding.
Legitimately, I'll need 90 seconds and that's it.
Whatever. We all know what this sound is. Do you remember what it is?
Right, it's the theme for WrestleMania 35.
Yeah. And you know
First
what
of all,
to do with that.
this was the best WrestleMania since the Attitude Era.
Oh, 100% agree.
Loved it. It was awesome. Now, Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar. First match to open it up. You knew it was going to be amazing. And then you had Kofi Kingston.
Yeah. I freaking, even though he has a gap chest with no muscles in the middle of his pectacles,
Right.
I love Kofi Kingston. He's so happy, but he always looks like he's high, like he's on opioids or something.
That's why they made him a Jamaican at first. Remember when he used to do the stupid Jamaican
He had the accent and he had to come out.
Right.
because-
Remember that?
People caught him.
Oh, that was the best. But anyway, I marked out for him for that storyline more than I have in 5 years for
Yeah.
any storyline.
I was gigging too. I get what you mean.
I got Kofi Mania. I'm all about it.
Kofi was so good. He performs so well when he's under that kind of pressure.
Right.
I don't know why they don't just leave him with the belt.
Right. And I hope they do. I hope they give him a good long run. Big E tore a meniscus last week, so he's no longer cleared to wrestle. So he's kind of effed up right now.
Yeah.
But,
Biggie. Oh, that's bad. I love Biggie.
The big news, the women got to close out WrestleMania with the main event. Now, I think the main event of WrestleMania should either be a highly sought-after gimmick match like The Undertaker's streak or their most prestigious belt. And I got news for you assholes. The women's title is not the most prestigious belt. No matter what you want to say about it, just ain't. And they boffed the finish badly. So, of course...
That
if I was,
I will pick at that for years to come. By the way, that is the worst thing you could do in a match like that at an event like that. Why
Right.
would you botch anything? You've been training
Botched
for
it.
this many. How do you
Botched
do
it.
that? I saw. This is a whole nother story. But I saw Triple H botch a few things too.
right,
Because he's so old.
It's like when Roman Reigns botched the end of the
Against Taker.
against Taker.
Oh my!
Right.
I was so
That was-
upset with that.
That set him back years.
What do you mean by botched it?
They messed it up. They couldn't pick up a dude to do a move.
They
couldn't
didn't do the finish right.
They couldn't do what they needed to do to perform the athleticism that it takes
Right.
to either lift a person, to hold a person, to carry a person. Like, you could see them. They went up to, like, if I went up to you and we were on live television, I was like, all right, we're going to do a suplex. And I went to go suplex you, and I couldn't pick you up. And I kind of just, like, set you down and did some weird
I did another
shenanigans
move
to try to
put
play
you
it
on your
off.
back.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you can tell when that happens because
Right.
it's not planned.
Right.
Because the other wrestler, you got to communicate. And how they do that is when they lock up, they talk.
It's called calling a match.
Yes. The other person doesn't know what's happening next unless you call the match. There's one caller because it gets confusing when two people try to lead
Right.
it. So one person is usually the caller, and if that person doesn't communicate with what's happening next, the move is botched.
Right.
And that's what we're talking
Like
about.
he'll lean into the rope and whisper in the ear, dodge the clothesline, then throw him into the other rope and throw a clothesline at him that the dude's gonna dodge. Right.
It's
So
the athleticism
anyway,
is
that's a
real,
very-
and don't try to tell us it's fake because we know it's fake.
right.
Athleticism is real.
But
the
that's a
story
very-
is a story like you're reading a novel. You know it's fake, right?
Right.
But you still enjoy the novel.
Simpsons are fake. I still love them.
That's exactly what we're trying to say. The characters in there is what we grow to.
Right. Now, the nice thing about women being the final match
Yeah.
is if you're actually there at WrestleMania,
You can
and
leave.
you know there's 80,000 people there. As soon as they call Charlotte Flair to the ring, you throw some high fives and head to your
Roll
car
on.
and beat the traffic.
Yeah, dude, it's the perfect time to leave.
Right, because what are you going to do? Go to the
Leave.
bathroom and get some popcorn and come back? No, that's the last match.
And
You're
it's
out.
women's. And it's
Right.
the women's.
And Becky didn't have Ronda's shoulders on the mat until the count of 2.
Yes, I know. And that was so played. It was so played.
Oh, man.
It was so
I
dumb.
felt bad for them, but they have effed up 100% of all the WrestleManias they've headlined. Therefore, they should headline no more WrestleManias.
Yes. But we talk crap about the women's, and that did not even ruin this WrestleMania. It was great because of the things that
it
happened in
didn't ruin it.
between the
There's
matches.
So many
There was
great things.
the Razor Ramon,
Right.
Kevin Nash were there. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, I'm recapping it like it was yesterday. Go ahead, Jay.
And the Hall of Fame, where that asshat jumps into the ring and tackles Bret Hart.
I did not even know about it because I didn't watch the Hall of Fame.
man.
This is what we missed out on.
Okay, so he tackles Bret Hart. First person into the ring, and when I say first person, the next person was there like less than a quarter of a second later. I mean, everybody rushed to the ring because these guys are trained what to do when a fan rushes the ring, right? Was Ronda Rousey's husband.
Ronda Rousey's husband?
Right, and he's a UFC trainer, right? He knows what he's doing.
My
There's
God.
no BS.
He took that guy out?
He was the first guy to grab him. First guy to the ring, first guy to grab him.
Yeah.
And he threw both Natalya and Bret to the ground. Because when he grabbed Bret, Natalya grabs his arm, and he twists, and both of them go over.
Oh,
right?
jeez.
And so everybody rushes the ring.
Yeah.
Dash Wilder from the Revival
Yeah.
knocked him out. Oh, right? He's being carried. His hands are behind his back, and he's being pulled through the crowd. Dash
Yeah.
comes up wearing a Bret the Hitman Hart jacket. Uppercuts him as he's face down.
Wait, the fan?
Yes.
He
The guy who tried to rush the stage is a fan, and these wrestlers have all access to just destroy these people because you don't know what their intention is. You don't know if they have a weapon. You don't know if they have a gun. So your goal is to incapacitate this person as soon as possible.
Suplex them and then do a...
Right.
What is that?
Have you ever
The,
seen a person get really suplexed for real, not take the bump, putting your arms out and actually playing it off? It's devastating. It's the
devastating.
most
It'll F
terrifying
you up.
thing you'll ever see in your entire life.
Now there's two
Because your neck
examples-
goes,
right.
you just like die. It's nuts.
There's two examples. One, during an NWO storyline, Macho Man and Luger were fighting, and the guy jumps into the ring, and the ref does what
I
the
saw
ref is
this.
trained to do, dog piles him.
Yep.
The other two people start kicking the hell out of him
Yep.
until security comes up and pulls him away. Same thing happened during a Stone Cold Triple H match.
Yep.
Somebody jumps into the ring. The ref.
Why would you do that in front of those two wrestlers? Wait till the women's to do that.
Right.
Jeez.
So the wrestler dives on top of the guy, pins him down. I mean, everybody completely breaks kayfabe.
They start kicking faces and it's like a gang. It's like
Right.
you're getting jumped into a gang.
Atomic elbow.
Yes,
And you
for
just
real.
start beating the hell out of this dude until
What's that?
security drags him out of the ring. Then you go back to your match.
Yeah,
What's that one move where you pick them up by their feet and you like drop them on their head?
Or the pile driver.
Tombstone.
Oh yeah.
Tube stake
Just
pile
do
driver.
that-
The
do
tube
that to one of
steak
them.
pile driver.
Tube
Yeah.
steak
I'll show
pile
you how
driver.
that's done after the show.
No,
Whoa,
I will have.
whoa. Hey, his chick's here to take care of that, all right? His chick.
What?
Well,
if
she
you
might not be
guys,
doing it right. I'll let her watch. What do you think?
how about videotape?
No.
Can we put that up for content for
God.
Patreon?
On YouTube.
Patreon content? You got to pay to see this stuff.
All right. So anyway, Seth is your champion. Becky Lynch is your champion. Overrated. I'm sick and tired of her strutting around like she's got 10 inches between her legs.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
talking like she's got a mouthful of marbles so she can sound like a tough man.
Dude.
Shut
Like
up.
sounds like a retarded version of Rocky. Rocky sounds more normal than she does.
Right.
Because I think it's that accent. She's hot though. I got to give her that.
Oh, she's hot.
I love
Yeah,
looking
and
she's
at
getting
her.
so
hotter.
I love looking at her on the ring. I want to talk about one. Do you have anything else you want to hit on for this WrestleMania?
I'm done with WrestleMania, brother.
I want to talk about one more thing real quick.
Right. Oh, I know what.
And I wanted to save this. I know I mentioned it last week on last week's episode.
Right. So
We didn't get too far.
excited.
For those of you who don't know,
Think you're
listen to this.
Word life. This is basic thugonomics.
This is the best.
This
is-
basic thugonomics.
Dude, I just got
Word
chills.
life.
I did too. It's weird. Dude, this is by far my most favorite version of a wrestler of all time.
Right.
John Cena, Thug Life.
Right.
Thugonomics, man.
Right.
He came out with his backwards hat, with his chain lock link chain necklace that I bought one of those.
Padlock
Yes,
on it.
Dan bought me one of those at
From
the
a
WWE
wrestling show.
Road to WrestleMania back in the day.
Right.
And I say back in the day.
1998?
Not 98.
No, 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
whoa, John Cena
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
around
2003.
then. Yeah, 2003 when they came out here, when we moved out here. It was the best.
Yeah.
And he came out this time finally with this gimmick. And he talked S to WWE.
Walk with Elias.
Yes, Walk with Elias, who's another wrestler. And
Who I
he
love,
mentioned
by the way.
turning heel. That's what I want
Right.
to focus on. I want
Is he?
to
Are they going to continue it? I haven't seen him since.
Hey, did you see Monday night after WrestleMania?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
I did not. Did John Cena come out?
No.
Okay.
We haven't seen him since, and it's been a full week.
But what if that was like his farewell speech? Because he mentioned heel and then he never comes
Right,
back.
right.
Maybe that's the heel in him. He's like,
could
F
be.
you guys, I'm done.
Because as soon as he turns heel, I'm buying a brand new John Cena's a heel T-shirt.
Yes. Yeah, I will buy 5 of them.
Right. Turn heel. Oh, we're so excited. You know, there were so many jump out of my seat moments in this WrestleMania. That was
Dude,
amazing.
when he
So
came
great.
when he came out, I had to go to the bathroom, dude. I literally went into the bathroom at work, and I
Did you rub one out?
what? What? What are you? Weed and No, I did not rub one out, but I proceeded to do a number deuce,
Right.
right? Like any other man would when you go to the
Yes.
bathroom and in the stall. You don't sit to pee. Do you sit to pee, Josh?
No.
Do you sit
Not
to
a
pee,
shit.
Jared?
Never.
I'm asking you guys if you sit to pee, and if you
Look.
notice the background music, it said, I'm gonna kill you.
Look, I get done. I wait till I'm done essing so I can stand up, turn around, and pee.
Yeah.
I always stand.
Oh, that's lame. Come on,
So-
you're already sitting down.
Well, as I was in the bathroom, I was rewatching John Cena come out in WrestleMania. This was a day or two after
All right,
WrestleMania.
all right.
So I'm in the bathroom rewatching this great moment.
It was
and
a great moment.
I'm doing my thing, doing my stuff, looking under the stalls like I normally do, checking out to see who's all in there.
Right.
It gets quiet. I think a dude leaves.
And you
I
rub
think
one
I'm
out.
the only one in there.
Then you rub one
and
A slow clap.
no, I'm rubbing one out. I'm rubbing one out. Next thing you get this. Next thing you know, a wet paper towel nails me in the freaking face, dude. A
What?
wet paper towel comes flying over the stall door and nails me right in my forehead. You hear it go on my forehead, and then you hear it go when it hits the ground.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
what? That
Who's the
scared.
asshole?
Oh, mind you, my pants are down by my ankles because
Right.
I'm standing up. I'm not sitting down. So, you know the little cracks that you see in the stall doors?
Right.
People can easily see through those to see what I'm doing. So it's not like there's any privacy. I'm going to come up
Right.
with an invention to have like little rubber strips that you bring with you to the bathroom so you can put them in between the cracks so nobody can see you.
Or maybe they can like make doors that are,
So needless to
manufactured
say,
correctly.
That'll never happen.
right? I'm doing my thing, and then boom, nails me in the face, hits the ground. I'm like, what the frick? I get so scared. Instantly, my stiffy went into a non-stiffy.
Right.
It was
right.
like, wah, wah, wah. And I didn't know what to think. I was in
Right.
shock. I had no idea. I didn't know nobody was in there. So I'm obviously, when you know somebody's in there, you try to be a little quieter
Right.
than you are. But when you know everybody's gone, you just go to town. You're like
Right.
moving everywhere. You hear the sound of your clothes and your arms rubbing up against your belly.
Right, you're
'cause you're
tweaking your nipples,
You're grabbing
you're
your
doing all that
stuff.
stuff, right, yeah.
It hits me. And
Playing
so
with your sack.
guess what the first thing I do is?
Jump up and bust
I
up the
squat
door.
down and look into the stall, see if I see any feet poking out, like I normally do. That's my move.
All right.
I look under the stall, and I see 2 pair of feet over by the sink, and then I hear a... I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, what would you do? Would you open that door and
No
see who's
way.
out there?
I
Or
pull
would
my
you stay in
pants
there
up,
and
I
hopefully that
unlock
guy
that.
keeps walking out?
I'm waiting until he leaves, and I'm not leaving until somebody else walks in and walks out.
Oh, dude.
No, dude, you open that door and you're like, hey.
Hey, what?
guy.
Hey, what are you gonna do? Hey, sorry for catching me masturbating. Hey.
I was
But you
almost
weren't
done.
actually doing
Like
it.
they could probably hear the John Cena music on my phone as I'm doing my thing, because I'm pretty sure I'm doing my thing to John Cena being a heel. Right? And this guy just completely ruined my moment. So I freeze. I start to sweat. I'm sweating. My palms are now ruined because they're cold again and they're not warm. So there's no
Right.
point. Keep going.
Right.
Guess what I do next?
What do you do?
I pick up that paper towel,
Throw it in
dip it in the toilet, shitty water, and I threw it back at him.
No way.
Yeah, yes. I don't know if it hit him. I don't know if it hit the mirror, but I heard a oh, and then I heard a little shuffle to the door, a little scurry, and then the door open and close. So I'm pretty sure I nailed him with a turd on this rag, and he ended up running out the door.
Is this a true story?
Yes,
That's awesome.
constantly, daily.
Probably not the John Cena thing, but the actual like.
It's all true. I don't know
all
what you're talking.
true?
It's all true. John Cena's my man.
Yeah.
Like, if
you
I
don't
was,
understand.
if I swang that way, I'd be swinging it into him.
Right.
Oh wow.
Right. It's
Yes.
John Cena.
That's
my
my
God.
man crush, dude. I don't know who you. Hey, do you have a man crush?
Yeah, man.
Who?
I ain't telling you. Shoot.
John Cena?
No.
I just told you John Cena's mine.
Right. Right.
Okay,
A-Train.
Jared.
Yes.
We've talked about this on previous Big Lip Radio iterations of this podcast. Who is your favorite? Who's your man crush?
I don't know who I would have said before, but like Bruce Willis, man.
I think that's what we did. I think we literally did a segment of the
If you were, who would you?
who we thought was gay in Hollywood.
yes.
And Bruce Willis came up, and we're all like, no, he's our
way.
number one.
Right.
So yours
No
is
way.
still Bruce Willis?
Right,
I'm
right,
pretty
right.
sure that's Kate's too.
I would say Edward from Twilight.
You just
my God.
I feel like that's an easy way out.
Now wait a minute.
I feel like that's an easy
Okay,
way
I
out.
was just kidding.
It's kind of creepy when you mention an actual gay guy.
That is
Wait.
true. That is true. I never thought of that. Edward's
Bruce
gay.
Willis and John Cena are clearly not gay.
Well,
John
you
Cena's
never
banging
know,
the
right?
Bellas together.
Right. At the same time, and if you think he
They
ain't, you're
stack them on
insane.
top of each other. DDT
those
them,
people
two
are.
stick piles of them. Both. And I'll be the third one on top.
Oh my God.
I'll be the third one.
Okay.
So now that you know where we lie, where do you lie?
What do you mean?
Who's your guy?
I don't know.
What?
What?
I don't like watch any movies. Or
You don't have to watch gay porn. That's not what we're getting at. We get it. You watch gay porn, but who's your main guy? Like if some guy
You
came down.
gotta watch 10 seconds of gay porn to make sure you're not gay, right?
Have you done that?
No.
Do you watch porn?
Okay, so you watch porn. Do you watch gay porn?
No.
You gotta watch 10 when you go home tonight.
10 seconds.
Just
Why?
10 seconds, because that
Why
way.
not 11?
Because there's a reason. I'm gonna explain it. In 10 seconds, you'll feel it move or not move, and you'll know for sure, right?
What?
And then, but if you do 11 or 12, you might catch the gay. So you want to
dude,
stop at 10 so
What
you
if
don't
I have
catch
a
the
medical
gay.
condition and it takes a couple minutes to get up?
Well, let's bring your chick in here and find out if that's true.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
That's a bad idea.
All right. So
Not with
clearly
this
you're
subject.
gay and you just aren't comfortable with your sexuality.
Yeah,
I
we're
do
fine
John
with that.
Cena. You would do Bruce Willis.
Right.
Zirkle thinks we're gross in our chat. He said, "Ew." But needless to say, Robert Zirkle is probably the dirtiest dick I know.
Right?
He's got a horseman hanging down from his pants,
man.
and I've felt it.
Oh,
On purpose and by accident.
Wow.
With clothes on. That's
Yeah.
another story for another episode. And maybe he can join us on that episode.
right, because we do have to move on. We're running out of time.
So, John Cena turned heel. John Cena's my main crush. Bruce Willis is Jared's.
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
What? Hold on for what?
Don't we have Star Wars before?
I got excited, man. I'm sorry.
Why are you
Jared,
guys both manhandling the mouse?
because we're both alpha males.
Because he's about to forget that we want to talk about the Star Wars trailer that dropped this weekend at Star Wars Celebration Chicago.
Dude,
I've already seen it, though.
you saw the Star Wars trailer?
No, I saw the movie. I was special access pass to the review.
Movie ain't even finished yet, dummy.
They heard me on movie review. They're like, wow. He's
Here's
really
a guy
good.
who doesn't watch or talk about movies. We can show him Star Wars, and he won't say a word.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
What the heck?
All right,
Benefits.
listen.
Star Wars. Jared, do we have the trailer?
Right here.
You got to turn it up before you decide.
yeah, look at that.
Hold on, stop. Before you hit play, let me produce the show.
Yeah, you produce it.
Is this the one where
Jeez.
she breathes heavy?
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's the trailer for Star Wars, the new movie.
Oh, that's hot.
I love you, Cameron.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now.
Yeah.
I'll live in you.
You're a busy girl.
But this is your fight.
Dude, that sound of the
So
lightsaber.
good. And it's Luke's lightsaber.
Green.
Blue. Fixed from the last.
It's blue?
Fixed from the last movie. He was green. His original lightsaber was blue because it was Anakin's lightsaber.
Ah.
We see an A-wing. We see Kylo Ren putting his helmet back together that he smashed in the last movie.
Yep.
I thought he died.
You saw Lando piloting the Falcon.
Meanwhile, it shows Kylo, not Kylo, who's the girl?
Always
Oh,
be with
listen.
you. No one's ever really gone.
What's that planet they're looking at?
Oh my God.
Whose laugh is that?
That's the Emperor!
Is that Palpatine?
Yes!
What? Isn't he dead?
Right?
Did he die?
But as you're hearing the laugh, you're seeing them stand on. Is it the moon of Endor? Is it the Endor itself? Is it Yavin 4? You're seeing a hemisphere of the Death Star. And the laugh of the Emperor. Now, it's probably on Endor
Yeah.
because the Emperor died on that Death Star when Vader threw him down a generator shaft, and then they blew up the damn Death Star.
Supposedly.
No, they did blow up the Death Star.
What
We
the
watched
heck?
it.
What's going on? What is going on?
We don't know.
I thought Kylo Ren died.
The name of the movie? No. Kylo Ren didn't die.
Oh my gosh.
I thought he died in the first one.
Kylo Ren didn't even come around till the 7th one.
I meant the first one that matters, the new one.
What? What? Oh my God.
Okay, let me ask
He's
you.
trying to piss me off.
Let me ask you a question, J Money, Jewish Josh,
Oh, now you're just gonna
J Lo
throw
Green,
J-Lo
insult.
Green, that's it. That's the one, J-Lo.
J Lo.
J-Lo.
Oh, J Lo.
Okay, I
Yeah.
could do that.
How many Star Wars have you seen?
Well, I saw the one with BB-8.
There's 2 of those. Which one?
You only saw one with BB-8, or did
Yeah,
you see
it
2
was,
movies with BB-8?
I saw the one.
Oh my
It
gosh!
was the Jedi Strikes the
The
Empire.
Jedi Strikes Back.
The Jedi Strikes the Empire. Jeez.
Yeah,
Oh my
Force
God.
Awakens.
that was probably
Episode
it. It was the
7.
first one.
Do you
Did
know how
Han
Roman-
die in it?
do you
No,
know-
that's not the first one.
Okay, no, the first one from like this decade.
Jesus.
You're killing us, dude. You're killing
Dude,
us.
I don't watch Star Wars. I ain't no
Dude,
nerd.
what do you do? What do you do, Josh?
Right.
What? You don't prepare for the show when I
Nope.
give you 3 days fucking advance?
No.
I'm losing my shit.
Well, one thing he doesn't do is swear on the show.
Yeah.
Say fuck.
No.
Hey, no, come
Sorry,
on.
Sorry.
Come
Don't-
on.
Don't say that. Sorry, that's for YouTube viewers only.
Right,
So-
like we're going to edit that out.
Oh, that's for YouTube viewers
Never
only.
happened.
Whoever's listening to the podcast, you didn't hear that. All right?
Yeah. Child
Josh,
protection.
I need you to do something.
Right.
I'm not watching every Star Wars made ever.
That's going to happen, and we're doing it as a show. Whether you like it or not, you're coming over
Can we
Saturday.
live stream it?
And me, Jared, and you are going to do exactly what we did with Kate, and we're going to go through 1 through 1 million Star Wars episodes
Back
that
then,
are there.
it was 1 through 6. Now it's 1 through 8.
It's going to be 9. It's going to be 9.
It'll
At
be
the end of this
9.
year in December, it will be 9.
And it will be 10 next year.
We will do that over Christmas break this year. We will run him through 1 through 8 and then go see 9 on opening night.
Can I skip the first ones? I heard they really sucked.
No, they didn't suck.
That
They were
trailer
great.
was for the new Star Wars.
Right.
And it comes out on December. Jared,
Right.
are you going to see it the night it comes out?
Of course.
Do we know the day in December it comes out, or is it just December?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Now, is it directed by the same people?
Okay. Oh, man, we're running late.
Let it run late.
J.J. Abrams did Episode 7, Force Awakens. Now, you either really love it or really hate it,
It was good.
but it was good. It's my favorite Star Wars
Okay.
movie of them all.
Yeah.
And he did a good job of echoing the 1977 A New Hope while putting an original spin on it. I thought it was great. Then Brian Johnson, who I hope this asshole's plane crashes, and I don't care if I'm on
Whoa.
it. That's how much I hate this guy.
Whoa.
He did The Last Jedi,
Yeah.
which sucked balls.
Okay.
It was horrendous. I
familiar.
watched it again, trying to like it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Well, because you heard the opinions of all these rubes who
No,
said
no,
they
no.
loved it, right?
No, I haven't heard anybody in real life say they love it, just
Yeah.
on the internet.
Oh, just try to troll
I think
people.
it's just internet trolls
Just
are
trolling.
claiming to love it.
Troll.
Because
Cameron loves it. He's a troll.
Luke threw his lightsaber away. We spent an entire movie trying to get that goddamn lightsaber to Luke. We finally get the effing thing to Luke. He chucks it over his effing shoulder.
Just pees
It's
on it.
BS.
Sticks it right in his rectum. I
It's
don't get it.
BS. Okay, so that sucked. And
Yes.
then you had Monty Python.
That's right, because they
humor.
found him on that island.
Right.
And that was so irritating because that should have happened in the beginning. Because that's what made the movie great, is to follow Luke and his apprentice to build her up to be the next Jedi. I don't even remember seeing that.
You know what?
Remember when Yoda trained Luke?
Right.
We saw that whole spiel
Well,
of where he trained him. Do push-ups with him on his back. Why does that happen now?
There was a training montage very similar to that with Rey and Luke. And she left before she was ready, just like Luke left before he was ready.
Clearly, it didn't leave an impression. Clearly, it sucked.
And we find out that Rey's parents are paupers. No, they aren't. You're lying. Shut the F up. And then, now, the name of the new Star Wars is
What's a
called
pauper?
The Rise of Skywalker.
So Skywalker's name's literally in thy title.
In the effing title.
So there's no way you could go wrong. Now, are we playing this up too much?
Now, there's 3 possibilities for the name. One, Kylo Ren, who is the son
The savior.
of Leia. No, he's the bad guy.
But what if he?
Hold on,
I figured.
hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get to
sorry,
it.
Sorry, I'm excited. I'm excited.
You got Kylo Ren. He's the son of Han Solo and Princess Leia. Leia's a Skywalker. Maybe he gets turned to the good side. Possible.
Okay.
Luke is resurrected. That's possible.
Yeah.
Most likely, we're going to find out, like we always knew before Brian Johnson, whose plane I hope crashes,
Brian Johnson. I hate that name.
effed it all up.
that you're on.
Ray, I don't care if I'm on it. It'll be
I'm
worth
saying
it.
the
I'll
plane
save the
crashes
world.
that you're on.
Right.
Okay.
I'll save the world. I
Nice.
don't care.
Do it.
And so Ray is a Skywalker. And so we're going to see her finally coming of age and bringing balance to the Force.
Now, here's a question that
Awesome stuff.
all these rubes are going to ask. Do we know who Rey belongs to?
No. They said, oh, her parents were just a couple of drunks who sold her for a bottle of whiskey and they're buried out in the deserts of Jakku. Go F yourself. That is not...
That can't be real. How can she be of some Jedi blood if she's like that?
Well, now keep in mind,
Jedis get
Force
around.
force sensitivity is not hereditary.
Okay.
And
It's
what
learned?
Brian Johnson...
It's learned? Is that
no,
what you're saying?
no. It's random.
It's random.
Now, the reason it wasn't random with Luke is the fact that Anakin Skywalker was created by the midi-chlorians,
Okay.
which are the projections of the Force.
That makes sense.
So now, of course, anything in his Skywalker line is going to be just imbued with all of these midi-chlorians.
Gotcha.
Because he was, a Christ-like figure. He had
Yeah.
no father.
Yeah.
He was conceived of the Force.
Oh, yeah. Conceived of the Force. That's crazy.
Right.
Crazy to think about, especially when we're living in our times.
Right. So anyway, Skywalker, and they kept telling us, well, the first 9 are the Skywalker saga. And then you tell us the main character is not a Skywalker?
Yeah.
Go F yourself.
Yeah, F yourself. I
Brian
agree.
Johnson, you suck.
You're a bigger Star Wars than I am, and if
Right.
you've been to your house, any of you, have you been to his house?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
he
just
saw
went
it.
recently.
He saw it.
He did?
Yeah. Remember he drove me home?
Oh,
'Cause of
that's
my bad
right.
foot?
I didn't figure he'd go in. I figured he'd be like, all right, get out. I'm leaving.
He was
Wow.
actually very cordial. I said, hey, you want to come in and check it out? He said, sure.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm a
so-
good person. You guys
Oh.
He is.
beat on me.
What do we do on you?
Nothing.
We do
Did you
what?
say
off?
Beat off
what?
on you? You know what we do beat off on?
What? We're so late.
You can't copy me. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Zach, and I'm your host for tonight's Hot Topic.
Yeah.
What is Hot Topic, you may ask? Go ahead and ask, Josh.
What's hot topic?
Oh, Hot Topic is where I have this app that curates all the latest news articles into one app, and I literally go through it. We skim on the articles, the headlines, the hitlines, and if there's one that
Right. pertains
to us or that we like, we stop and talk about it for a little bit, but I don't know if we'll have that much time, so I'm just going to
We're
run
so
through
late.
it. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
there.
3.0 update adds new smartphone features. Ooh.
All right.
That seems to be, that was 36 minutes ago from GameSpot.
Right.
Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of Smash Brothers stuff. Persona 5's Joker. Hey, you guys are familiar with Persona 5?
No.
It's a game. Have you heard about it at least?
Yes.
Oh, I am familiar with Persona.
A stage builder and more. So they're going to have a stage builder coming to Persona 5.
like an editor?
Yeah, Genesis unveils Mint Concept EV for urban fashionists. So it's a car, and it looks all...
that Genesis.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like Sega Genesis.
Dude,
What?
the PlayStation 5 and what's to come.
Uh-oh, let's hear it.
GameSpot 1 hour ago. It says the PlayStation 5 is officially confirmed.
Oh.
It says they chat with Jeff Gerstmann, editor-in-chief at Giant Bomb, and rundown of this announcement means. So they're gonna have a whole rundown. I don't want to get into it right now.
Oh,
'cause we have
no.
no
Are
business.
you kidding me?
Dude, I can't.
It's huge. We got to.
What a jerk.
Okay, but it's GameSpot.
Is
so
it itemized?
That's what it's not. And I don't want to sit here and read this whole article. They don't.
Right,
They don't
right.
bullet point anything.
They suck.
And that's what news articles need to do
In
is
that
bullet
case,
point.
then nobody wants to hear it.
Xbox announces Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Oh, that's when they. I
I'm
know what
about
that
to
is.
get out of
I know
Game Pass.
I know what that is. It's when they put the Xbox Live with the Game Pass for $15 a month.
There you go.
Oh, look at
But
this
it's
guy.
not $15 a month. But you're correct in that.
Yes, it is.
It is not $15 a month.
How much
Yes.
is it?
It's going to be like $75 a month because
No,
you're
it isn't.
including Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live. So
No.
I'm
per month.
speculating
Per
on this
month.
price, mind you. There's no solid fact.
No, I know for
Game
a fact
Pass
it
is
is
$10 a month.
$15.
$7.99 a month if you get the month price. So that's $18 a month. It can't
Josh
be
is
any more than
correct.
18.
After doing some in-depth research
Right.
on Google, Josh is correct.
This
$15
guy didn't
Xbox
even
Game
like
Pass.
look at
Ultimate, $15. Oh my God. Well, you don't do anything for the show, so I did
That's
not
what
expect you to actually have the answer for
I
that.
just put my input.
Yeah, I did not expect you to have the answer. Jeez, is there anything else you'd like to know? To tell us that you would know?
Right.
Xbox Game Pass is really fun.
Overwatch League player fined 1 month's salary for inappropriate comment.
Oh, he
What
probably
did
said
he-
the N-word.
What do you say?
An Overwatch League player who told a 17-year-old streamer that she was his teammate's second wife has been fined 1 month's salary and denied a bonus payment.
How is
go
that
after
bad?
yourself.
So, in quotes,
That's not-
second wife.
That's not even that bad.
That's how you know snowflakes exist.
Right.
Thank you, millennials. High five to that. Yes, they're ruining everything.
I probably say that all the time.
So
Oh my
glad to be a
gosh.
Gen Xer.
When you hear that, that means Hot Topic segment is over, and that means it is time for our commercials.
Ah, damn, we're late.
That's all right. You like to start the show. Don't give me that
You
shit.
want free V-Bucks?
Dude, not only that, but we got some good
Well, this is
content
Caden
going.
from Big Lip Radio.
Yeah.
And you can't get that
I've done
at Fallout
so
Games.
much for the show today.
But what you can get is a bunch of old
Hey, we got a new
video
subscriber on
games.
YouTube
Yes, you
Yeah.
sure can.
during the
This is Zach
show.
from Big Lip Radio.
Garrett.
And not only can you get
That's
old
kinda
school
hot.
video games, you can also get those crazy
Garrett Lynn?
collectible
Line?
Barbie dolls that all these old men that live in their mother's
awesome.
basement
He works with me.
collect. And
Oh, yeah?
also Legos. So if you want to check out some great old school games and toys, make sure you hit up Fallout Games at the Tempe location, North Peaks location, as well as the Paradise Valley location. You can even go to Google and type in Fallout Games, and usually they're the first few pages. So if you want some old school video games, be sure to check out Fallout Games.
It's intermission, guys. Right. You YouTube viewers get the inside scoop on this. So all the podcasters that listen to the podcast are hearing these commercials and not us. Right. You YouTubers get to hear us. Right. And the commercials. And the commercials. Ready for the next Championship
That's kinda
Wrestling from Arizona
I wish I was the
TV
viewer.
taping on March 2nd, 2019 at the Nile Theater in Mesa. Get your tickets at Ticketfly.
All right, we're going live, boys.
No, we're not.
Why? Because I'm Tino
We got one
Rivera,
more.
and I told you so.
Don't play drag.
Hey, this is Drab T-shirt from the Big O and Duke Show and the Junkies in Washington, D.C. And I listen to Big Lip Radio after I've listened to everything else on the internet. And when I say everything else, I mean everything else. Rally the Horde, The Minority Report, Hard Times and Weirdness, Joe Rogan, Play to Win Radio with AWOD.
Dude, I love this song.
I love you.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am your host for the third time tonight.
Wow.
Nostalgia. Jared,
Yes.
what is nostalgia, you may ask?
What is nostalgia?
Oh, thanks for asking, man. Nostalgia is where I find 1 year.
1 year.
Within that 1 year, I find 5 video games. Count them.
5
1,
games.
2,
3,
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And I go ahead and I grabbed a theme song.
Right.
Something that's recognizable from each of those 5 games. I put it into one clip.
Right.
Your goal is to guess the year. Obviously, if you guess a game, that's a clue for you to figure out the year. So
Right.
I give you 5 clues essentially to find the
year.
year. So what I like to do is review
The
last
previous
week's.
weeks.
Yes, and we have a winner.
Oh, yeah.
Luigi XY Takashi 699.
Oh my lord.
Yes. Don't ask me why or how. Go check him out on Instagram if you don't believe me.
It's on FaceTube.
It's on FaceTube, Book Y, Twitter.
Right.
Cool.
Wait, what did you just say?
Twitter.
You said Facebook, Book Y, Twitter.
Twitter. That's how social medias are going to be in the next 10 years.
It's
So
on
I'm
you,
ahead
Book.
of the game. I'm ahead of the game.
Right.
You Facebook. Hey, that's funny. You Facebook. So without further ado, there it is again.
Aduda.
We're going to listen to last week's version. And you guys can join in, guess the year if you think you know it. And if you don't, guess anyway, and I'll tell you whether you're right or wrong.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Super Mario 7.
Any idea?
No. Oh, wait.
Alphabetical order, top to bottom.
This is definitely Nintendo.
Yep.
Castlevania?
No. I would think. Sounds like it. Double Dragon Arcade.
Oh, because I know I knew it. I played the hell out of that game in boot camp.
I'm drinking Kilt Lifter, Cameron.
Yeah, no idea.
This is Final Fantasy NES opening.
All right. Nothing beats the old 8-bit Nintendo music.
I'm telling you. This is the next song, by the way. Does this sound familiar?
It does. I have it. I just can't place it. But I have this game in my collection.
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out?
Is it?
Pretty sure, yeah.
All right, I've got it on the virtual console on my 3DS.
Gotcha. You gotta know this one, dude.
Yeah, this is Contra. I guessed this one last week.
Is it Contra?
Yeah, you got it.
Right.
Contra's amazing. Amazing game.
It's one of the first games I launched when I boot up the Raspberry Pi.
Douche. What's the Contra code?
Contra 2.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
Up, down, down, left,
Left,
right, A, B, start.
What I just
what's
did
A
was
and B on
the
a
Sonic code. That was
PlayStation
Contra.
3 controller.
What's that?
I said, what is that on a PlayStation 3 controller?
It
That's what I
doesn't
used to play.
No, you can't hook a PlayStation 3 controller up to an NES.
So up, down, left, right, A, B, start, and Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega at the title screen.
Yeah.
Lets you access the debug menu so you can pick any level you want to go to.
Nice.
Yep. You know this game?
No. Metal Gear.
Nope. Phantasy Star.
Ew.
Just plain old Jane Phantasy Star.
The OG guy. What? Oh no, you're right. Because that was master. The first one came out in the Master System before the Genesis.
Oh yeah, when you hear nostalgia, that means that clip is over. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the clip is over. So what we're gonna do now
Play the new clip.
is play the new one, and this is where you two can guess, but I'm not gonna tell you what the answer is. You can give hints. If you think you know, give the answer. Whatever. I'm not gonna tell yes
if you
or no.
actually know it, don't answer.
Well, don't
Give
be
guesses,
don't
not
be like
answers.
I'm 100% sure it's this. And don't
sounds
say
like
that
me.
answer. I know. That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like.
Actually,
So don't give the actual answers.
Actually.
Give
Actually.
informative guesses. You can even guess general years. I'm just never going to tell you yes or no.
Right.
So
2018.
we're going to go ahead and listen to the new nostalgia. And if you guys think you know the answer, comment on our YouTube video. Comment in our Facebook at Big Up Radio. Comment on Instagram at Big Up Radio. DM us. We always show post the day after. Comment on the show post. As long as somehow you get us to see your year, you could possibly win the prize.
Possibly.
All right. So, what is the prize, Jared?
It is a Big Lip Radio t-shirt.
Woo! All right. So let's go ahead and get into this week's new episode of Nostalgia.
Aha.
Raven.
Why do I feel like I've played this?
You may have. Any ideas?
It sounds like a total like RPG kind of
I was about to
game.
say, it definitely sounds like an RPG.
We leave off autoducting, so you don't hear their voices and you hear the clips.
Thanks.
It's for a reason. We're the background noise this time.
Right.
You should know. Because we play the living
I was
S
about to say,
out of every other one,
I feel...
but I know we didn't play this one.
No, because it came out before the huge multiplayer deal.
Yep.
And I was going to guess it before you gave me the hint that made me know it.
We have a request in the chat for you specifically. We'll get to it after this.
I know his name was Ryan Johnson, not Brian Johnson, but I hope his plane still crashes.
No. Specifically, you need to do something.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to it after this. Real quick.
Sounds pretty intense.
Chronic the Hemp Hog. The Simpsons.
Whoa, no kidding.
I'm gonna guess Simpsons Hit and Run. That's the only Simpsons game I know.
Simpsons Hit and Run. There's Simpsons Pro Wrestling, believe it or
what?
not. Yes, on the PS2.
Wasn't there like a Simpsons Road Rage?
Oh yeah, there
That's
was.
right. That was a Crazy Taxi type game.
for Speed.
That was all the same clip. The sirens you heard and everything?
Right.
It was all the same clip.
Right. So I know what it is. That one is.
You better know what this one is. It may be an underground version of one of the games. That's a clue. An underground version.
Music power.
We played the hell out of that one too.
We did.
Nostalgia.
And once again, when you hear that, that means it's the end of the clip. So you guys have 5 different video games. You gotta be able to guess one of them. I made it so easy this time around. Especially, I'm just gonna say it, with the Simpsons game. You just gotta guess which one, in which year, and it'll bring you around. So, Jared, that is nostalgia. If you think you know the answer, once again, go to our Facebook, go to our Instagram, go to our Twitter, go to YouTube, comment on the show, or just DM us the year you think it is, and we'll get back to you and let you know if you are thy winner.
That's right.
Before we move on any further, Jared, I have a specific request in our YouTube chat.
Oh, no.
One from Robert Zirkle.
All right, Zirk.
And I'm pretty sure they have an underlying joke here, and I'm going to hear it tomorrow. But I need you to say, in the creepiest voice ever, does anybody want some snow cones?
Does anybody want some snow cones?
That sounds like you just smoked the J.
Yeah, that's
Does
what it's...
anybody want some snow cones?
Yeah, man.
Hey, say it.
Does anyone want some
excited
snow
voice.
cones?
Excited. Specifically requested excited voice.
Excited voice?
Yes.
Hey, does anybody want some snow cones?
That sounds like a movie.
Oh my gosh.
I'm the best.
Oh my gosh, dude. Hey, does anybody want some snow cones?
Guys want some snow cones?
Oh my god. You do it. You do it.
Hey, does anyone want some snow cones?
Oh my gosh. I'm probably going to hear about this all day tomorrow, and I don't know why. Oh my gosh. But you know what else nobody wants?
Right.
Me.
The PlayStation Classic, my friend.
Right, what a pile of trash.
Nobody wants
Trash
the PlayStation
garbage.
Classic. Unless you're Z-Money.
That's right.
Unless you are Z-Money. And why is this so great? Number one.
Right.
$40.
$40.
This PlayStation Classic came out in December of 2018.
Right.
And they're trying to compete against the SNES Mini.
Right.
And the NES Mini. I want to call those minis. I think one of them is the Classic as well. But I want to call them minis just because it's from the Nintendo line, just to keep it separate. So you got the PlayStation Classic, you got the NES Minis.
And the SNES Mini.
And the SNES Mini. Has any other company came out with any other versions of from them, not some other third party coming out with a knockoff Sega Genesis or an Atari?
Sega Genesis has announced in-house,
Good.
in September,
Good.
they will be putting out a Sega Genesis Mini.
And I will be getting that. And if Nintendo comes out with the Nintendo 64, I'm getting that one. And the GameCube, I'm getting that one. But right now, I have the PlayStation Classic, and I got it for $40. And you can even get it as low as $20 right now at some stores.
Whoa.
Right? I found it at GameStop for $40. They were doing their spring sale. I don't know if
Do you
that's
remember
why.
what the initial launch price was?
$100.
I think it was $120.
It may have been, but
That's high.
I've only heard as far back as $100. Oh my gosh! Sorry, I'm reading this chat. It says,
it was
"Welcome to the Himalayas." Thank you, Cameron Fletcher.
Welcome to the Himalayas.
Zirkle says he sounds like the abominable snowman off of Monsters Inc. Oh, that's too funny.
Oh,
Needless to say, this
go F
PlayStation
yourself.
Classic is a little better than that Monsters Inc. movie.
Hey, no, it is not. The
Yeah,
Classic
I have to
sucks
agree.
balls.
No? What? No.
Monsters Inc. was really good.
Monsters Inc. was great.
What do you mean the PlayStation Classic balls? It comes with 20 games preloaded.
Right.
You got Battle
games.
Arena, Toshiden, right? You played that one. Right?
It's the European version. It's the PAL version.
I was hoping you'd say no because I never played that one.
Runs
You got
too
Cool
slow.
Borders 2,
I
right?
love that
American
game.
version, right?
No.
Oh, no.
It's the European
That sucks.
version.
You got Destruction Derby, right? That's really cool.
That's a European version.
Oh, gosh. You got Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't ever play that one. Grand Theft Auto 1.
Right.
Back in
Who
the day.
cares?
Intelligent Cube.
Who cares?
Jumping Flash.
Who cares?
Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
That's all right. It's a Mr. Driller.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
cares?
Oddworld
Mr.
Abe's
Driller.
Odyssey.
All right.
That's all right. I never played that one, but I heard a lot of good things about
Right.
it. You got Rayman. That's a good one.
All right.
That's still around these days.
Right.
Resident
That's
Evil's
American
Director's Cut.
This is the best.
Okay. Yep. You got Revelations Persona.
Persona, the beginning of the Persona series. It belongs.
I didn't play that one. You got Ridge
Me
Racer,
neither, but it
Ridge
belongs.
Racer Type 4.
Why would you go with Type 4?
Apparently, that's the best, most critically acclaimed out of the series, according to news articles. I don't. Do you feel that way?
No.
No? Which one's yours favorite?
I would go with the original guy.
Oh my gosh. I gotcha. I understand. It's OG. It's the best memories. All
Right.
whatnot. You got Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. Why is it
Lame.
2 Turbo?
Lame.
You got Siphon Filter.
Great
that's a
game,
good
but
one.
it's a niche game.
Yeah.
I played it. I beat it. Dan and I spent the whole weekend beating that game harder than hell because 2/3 of the levels are stealth levels, and
Yeah.
the game itself is cut out for action, not stealth. But still, we made it work. It was rougher than hell, but we won.
Good. You got Tekken 3.
Great game. That's the European edition, though.
Yeah. You got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Why? Why?
What do you mean? The Rainbow Six series was amazing on the Xbox 360.
Right. Why?
Right.
There you go.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
You got Twisted Metal.
That's good.
Yeah, that was all right.
That's not bad.
That was
I mean,
all right.
that was usually their. I feel like Twisted Metal is the PlayStation mascot
Right,
for a while.
it is. It was.
So wait, does the European version just mean like no Nazis?
PAL.
Or like what's going on?
So the frame rate. Go ahead and explain that, Jared.
PAL editions of these games run at 50 hertz because that's what their TVs run at. Our TVs run at 60 hertz.
Oh, so the
when you
Stone
put
Age.
when you put the PAL editions on an American TV, it runs 20% slower.
Yep, and
What
you
a
can
bunch of
definitely tell.
scumbags.
I was fighting with Jared at one point, and I was like, "No, who cares? It's still amazing." But then I played a PAL game, and like it's true, I can't really play the PAL games because they're 10 number 10 slower. However you want to.
Right.
10
Number 10
hertz.
slower.
10 hertz slower. 20%.
20%. Hey, there you go. You can do math.
Right.
Math for Marines does not exist. So those are the 20 classic games that come on this, and I don't personally think this is worth $120.
Right.
I don't personally think this is worth $100.
The emulation's bad. The sound is bad. It crashes.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
No, it doesn't.
There's way
Oh, it
better.
will. Play it enough.
The classic?
emulators.
Yes.
The classic will
Play it
crash?
enough.
Oh.
It'll crash.
Oh my gosh, it's been on for at least.
You've fixed the issues.
Oh yes, I have. Yes, I have
But if
fixed
you
it.
play it as shipped, it will eventually crash.
I hope so. But what I went ahead and did is I thought this was worth $40, not even because of the games that are on it, because at that point I'm not worried about frying the console for $40.
Right.
Now you spend $60 on something like this, and you're worried like, oh man, I just blew $60. That's like a great bag of weed, or that's like 10 40s you can drink.
Right.
That's a great night right there. And
That's
you
a
wait
whole
you
weekend
blew it
of
on
gas for your motorcycle.
I'm telling you, man, $40 is. I sound when I say this, but $40 is not a lot to
That's
spend
not a lot.
on something like this.
Right.
Something that's electronic that
A
you can
piece
hook
of
up to your
electronics.
TV that has HDMI. It came with 2 controllers. It came with 20 games. $40 is not bad, but I still wouldn't have unless I knew that I could throw my own stuff on this device.
Right.
Now, what I went ahead and did is I hacked this mother effer. I took
Hacked the hell out of
thumb
it.
drive and I hooked this thing up to my PC, and I was like, okay, let's do this. And lo and behold, a lot of the code, now this is going to get boring for some of you, and I'm not going to go in depth. A lot
Right,
of the
'cause we're
code
late.
looks like Raspberry Pi. Now, for those of you who are familiar, I used to mod Raspberry Pis back in the day, and I still kind of did. But I took that knowledge and applied it to this, and I
Right.
was able to put at least 68 of my favorite games on this PlayStation 1 Classic. All Tony Hawk games. Now, notice I didn't mention the Tony Hawk game that came on this,
Right.
which is probably the one thing that sold this system.
Right.
I have all the Tony Hawks on it. I have all of the Hot Pursuits, which, once again,
Need for Speed.
that game wasn't on here.
Right.
Need for Speed, and I guarantee that game
I
sold
wouldn't
this
put
system.
Need for Speed on the PlayStation.
So this thing was sloppily created and developed in code
And
because
the emulation was weak.
there
Money
was no
grab.
security. I
Right.
literally just plugged a USB into my computer, programmed my USB, plugged that USB into my PlayStation, and it plays all the games I want to play.
It's like Sony kicked it out to a third-party
Yep.
manufacturer and then didn't
Just
supervise
slapped their name
Right.
on it and said
Right.
it's ours. And they did a horrible job. But because of that, I benefited. Now, this PlayStation Classic is definitely worth it because I have every game I've ever wanted on it.
Right.
And you, Jared, were critical of this in the beginning, skeptical if anything. Critical, skeptical. And how do you feel about that you've had your hands on with it now? Like, what do you think? Because before, you don't have one. You have the NES Classic and you have the SNES Mini.
Right.
I said Classic and Mini again, which I said I wasn't going to do. So you have the Nintendo versions of this console.
Right.
Now, how do you feel about this Sony one right now?
Now, after your hack made it well worth $40, and it makes you just want to hurt Ryan Johnson, Sony, really badly, because they effed this up. This is a layup.
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't even a layup. This is handing the ball to somebody else.
Yeah.
And they put it in a basket. It should have been a no-brainer.
Yep.
And I should have been so excited to spend $100 on this.
Yeah.
But they effed it all up. Now, what you've done, you put Star Wars games on here.
You're looking right now. The reason why you're looking to your right, if you're watching on YouTube, is because you're watching Dark Forces literally play on this thing, and that wasn't included in the list of games that I list off.
720p. The emulation seems spot on.
Yeah.
Everything is an American version.
I fixed it.
You fixed it.
I fixed it
and it's okay because they owe it to you.
They owe it to me. No, I know who you are. And
Right.
people who don't know who you are, you hate piracy.
I do hate
You
piracy.
hate stealing things that you don't have. And
Right.
you consider having these games not piracy if you went and downloaded it. But do you consider at one point, if somebody owned that game at one point in their time, they shelled out the dollars and they don't have it no more, do you still think that if that person went and downloaded the game from the internet, do you think that's still stealing?
Yes.
Okay, you do?
That'd be like me buying the VHS version of a movie.
Yeah.
And then buying a DVD player and then stealing the DVD version of it because I bought the VHS.
That's not.
So therefore, I should
Yeah.
also be able to play it on this
Yeah.
this machine.
I own
as
the
well.
license.
You don't own the
One
license.
license to rule them all. One license to rule them all.
What is this, a Game Pass? Come on, man.
What are you talking about? I bought the movie once.
Right.
I gave you your money.
And then you lost it. Then you
No,
broke
I didn't
it.
lose it because I still have the VHS. I just happened to upgrade it to a DVD
So, like, if
for
you-
free without you having to print a DVD.
So if you bought like a
I
Dodge
saved you money.
Charger in the 90s, and then you're like, I bought a Dodge Charger in the 90s, and the new one comes out, you're like, well, this is mine now.
Right. I already bought a Dodge Charger. Why do I got to buy another one? I just take this one.
I still have that one, though. I can't digitally download a new Dodge Charger, otherwise I'd do that, too.
Well, you're digitally downloading a fresh copy just like you're going and stealing a fresh copy
but I'm
of
not
a Dodge.
physically taking anything. I'm just
Yeah, you are.
downloading something.
It's now actually in your hard drive.
It's not physically in my hands. I can't hold that.
It doesn't matter. The intellectual property is in your hands.
That's a conversation for another day, and we can do literally a whole show on that. But what I want to get into, my friends.
Right. Oh, my God. The Big Lip Radio movie minute that may last longer than a minute. This week, boys and girls, we watched, hold on.
The Legend of
There it
Cocaine
is.
Island!
The Legend of Cocaine Island.
If you make me scream into this mic one more time, I'm quitting this mother effing show.
I was about to say Father of the Year because I didn't get to review that one on the show.
That movie was awful, by the way.
No, it was not. We talked about how good it was.
I changed my mind. I went back and watched it. I was like, I must have been high or
2.5
drunk or
out of
something.
5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I reduced my score because I've had the time to sit there and honestly think about it, and I hated it, dude. It was such.
I didn't hate it.
It was such a disappointment. I changed my score from last week. I give it a 2 out of 5.
Are you just trying to be funny, or are you for real?
It was
kind of for real.
It was
Oh, wow.
weird. It was weird because there were at least a half a dozen laugh out loud moments. Okay, it's not that it wasn't funny.
I agree.
But I didn't like any of the characters. They were
No.
all unlikable.
David Spade, he was awful. I was cringed every time he got on the screen.
Right.
The kid, the awkward, dorky son. I was
Right.
like,
he should have got braces. I was expecting Joe Dirt from David Spade, and,
Yeah.
I got an unlikable character.
They're all ugly. Everybody in that movie is ugly.
Except for the chick.
Wait.
What's up?
We got to review this week's movie.
Oh, sorry. This week's movie is The Legend of Cocaine Island.
All right.
A desperate man goes on a buried treasure hunt for $2 million worth of cocaine.
$2 million.
And you know what I have for you guys?
What's that?
I have the frickin' movie trailer. All
right.
So let's listen to it real quick.
A northern fairy tale starts off once upon a time. A southern fairy tale starts off. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Cocaine, over 70 pounds. Just waiting for someone to dig it up.
I am a dreamer, but I'm not a greedy person. I wanted to take care of my family. We've got a plane, We've got a pilot, and we've got a plan. Let's go get it. I was talking that smack, that drug talk. Say hello to my little friend.
Oh my God.
What the fuck are you doing right now?
You didn't clean the language.
It's explicit.
Ow!
Fucking crazy.
We don't
What
charge
are you
for
doing with the language?
What are you talking about? Don't worry about
I
it.
cannot believe you didn't clean that up.
You're just like every other woman I know. You know why you're just like every other woman?
Why?
Because nobody else would have cared until you put a freaking spotlight on
my
it. And you put a
God.
spotlight on it. Thanks for ruining Pick Up Radio.
Oh
That's
my
why we
God.
check off explicit. Because now mother effers can't listen to this in
We
their
do
car
it-
with their kids.
We do it in case we accidentally do something. But I want people to be able to have access to this no matter what they're doing. In the office. And you can't have the F word.
They cuss at the office. Let's
Are you
not
kidding
lie.
me? What office do you work in where they don't cuss?
Are you kidding? In today's snowflake friggin' world?
Do you not go to work and say the F word probably like 3 times a day?
Yes, I do, and because people are afraid of me, they let me get away with it.
No.
But if I was working in an office
No.
and I had this cranked up and the F word comes flying out, someone's gonna tell the boss.
Anybody that works in the office isn't going to have their music blasting because if you're in an office, people are going to be like, shut that S off. And that's what we do at work still, too. So people put on their wireless headphones. I don't know, you might have to buy a dongle to put your headphones in. I don't know about Apple users. But Android users, you're going to hook up any headphones you want. And
I'm
listen
not
to
on
it.
welfare. I've got
Oh, my
Bluetooth.
God. You know what? The cool thing is my Android costs just as much as your iPhone, but it comes with the pen. So I don't know what your and a headphone jack. It's
Pen.
weird, right?
I need a pen.
Oh my God! You got to pay another $100 to get your pen. Have fun with that.
Okay, so
This
it's
is
got
another stuff.
outdated technology.
We can't talk
and it
about.
costs the same as my Apple.
Again about
That is
movies.
such
The
crap.
Legend of Cocaine Island.
That is as crappy as this crappy effing movie.
No.
I have to take a break halfway through.
Apple
how
is
do you
for
feel about
fake
this
rich
movie?
people.
It sucks.
I know Apple's for people who wish they were rich. So, needless to say, we're all talking to Apple and we're trying to talk about the movie, throwing our little things. The Legend of Cocaine Island came out in 2008.
Right.
83 minutes long. It's a
18.
83 minutes long.
Yeah, 2018.
That's
not
what I said, right?
2008.
Yeah,
I
you
said
said 2008.
My bad, you're correct. 2018. It got a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb. Oh my gosh. The cast, it's a true story.
And I looked it up. It is a true story.
It's a true story.
Right.
And literally these guys got a tip that there's 70 pounds of cocaine buried on an island, and they try to go find it. Now,
Right.
they're all naive.
They're not criminals.
They're not criminals. They're people who own a construction business, and this guy that's
Hard
ahead,
Times in 2008, which is where 2008 came from, by
Yep,
the way.
yep.
Is it took place in 2008
Yep.
during the height of the
depression,
of the recession.
downfall,
right?
recession.
And this guy is a contractor, and he moved a double wide onto a plot of land he's owned for 10 years because he lost everything.
He lost everything, so
Right.
he's desperate.
Right.
And then he goes and finds this cocaine. But little does he know, there's a surprise waiting for him. And I'm not going to ruin it for you guys because it's still a fairly new movie.
Right,
So
right,
go
right.
watch it. I thought it was funny at parts, and I thought it was very entertaining. I watched it twice, and normally these movies that we do on our movie minute review, I watch 3 or 4 times.
Right, right.
I couldn't do that with this one. After I watched the first time around, I figured I got enough of it. But I watched it a
Right.
second time just to give it, and sure enough, I didn't find anything new. It's a straightforward movie. It puts all the facts in your face. I don't want to say it's a mockumentary.
No, it's an actual documentary.
But it feels like it's trying to be funny.
Well, everything about it is reenacted.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you're filming a documentary, but you're talking to the guy in the chair, and he's spitting tobacco into a Gatorade container.
that's not what you
Why
do
am I
with-
putting that in a documentary?
Yeah, but I think they're trying to show authenticity.
Right, that he's very homey and very blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I rate movies, Zach.
Yeah.
Famously, I rate movies based upon how much I enjoyed watching the movie.
How much did you... That's weird. Who would have thought that? How well did you enjoy this movie?
How innovative.
It's a 0 out of 5.
Way to be ahead of the game.
Everybody always rates a movie. Oh, well, how was the script? How was the writing?
How were the
was the
actors?
acting? I don't care about any of that.
You care about being entertained.
Was I entertained?
Yeah.
Not for a second.
No?
No.
Oof.
0 out of 5.
Yeah. I was entertained. I think I'm a rube when it comes to this because I always like to see what happens at the end.
I had to take 2 breaks.
Really?
It was horrendous.
That's funny. I always like to find out what happens, and I think that's what keeps me into any movie because unless I know the end unless you troll spoilers for me, unless you do anything, I will watch it. Like, even if you tell me it's a crappy movie, it's going to keep me in tune because I want to find out what happens in the end. And I found out what happens in the end, and it's exactly what you expect.
Right.
It's exactly what you think, because you meet these people in the beginning. You're like, all right, this guy's stupid. Oh, this stupid guy that contracts everything went and hired another stupid tweaker guy that's on drugs to go find this crack. And the first time they went out there, they didn't find it. They literally did not bring shovels with them because they thought they'd be readily available. How stupid can you be?
And where was this at?
Some weird
Pedro or
some weird
something?
island.
Right.
It was awful, and there was nothing there.
A Central American
They
island.
figured there'd be a Home Depot there because they're American, and Home Depots are everywhere.
They couldn't even buy a shovel.
They couldn't, and they didn't bring nothing with them. So they literally went there, looked at the dirt, and walked back home.
And walked back home.
Yeah, walked, not flew, because of how stupid they are.
Right.
So I'm with you, but like I said, I'm a rube. I'm entertained until I find out what happens in the end. This predicted. You can predict this movie. So what do you think, Josh?
It was a really good story about a desperate man that was
so full of crap.
That he was just trying to make it after the 2008 recession, and I thought that was the best part.
Right.
Can we fire him yet?
Hey, I'm on my contract until June.
Can he be fired yet? I know we have a legal and moral obligation to do these shows once a week for everybody, but I'm willing to sign off some certain contract that relieves you of that. Of your duties. I mean, you're the intern, correct?
Yeah.
What do you do to intern the show?
Well, you see, I am here to give you guys the next movie that we're watching.
Did you actually do some interning?
Before we do that, Jared, what do you give it?
0 out of 5. And
what? Wait. You said a 0? That's not possible.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I had absolutely no fun watching it, therefore you get an absolute 0 for a score. A 0 out of 5. I had no fun watching it.
I don't believe it. I give it a 2.5 out of 5. Do you think that's fair in my scale, knowing me of who I am?
Yeah.
2.5.
You might have been a 3.
I was thrilled because of the story. Like, you watch Cops?
Yes.
You know what's going to happen. Well, the dude's going to get busted. Every time the dude's going to get busted.
Right.
I just want to hear the story. And I'm intrigued by the story of how this dude got busted. And that's what this tells you. And
I'm just the opposite. Somebody will see a movie and say, oh, yeah, and then, oh, wait, I don't want to tell you. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Because I don't care if I know what's going to happen. I don't care what happens. I care how the story's told.
How it keeps your attention.
Am I entertained?
Yep,
right.
Yep. So you give it a 0. I give it a 2.5.
1.5.
Oh, Josh, your vote doesn't even count. Josh, I gave you 3 days notice.
You did.
At least to watch this movie and to pick another movie.
Yeah.
Before we started this show, what were you doing?
I was
trying to watch the trailer of this movie and pick your movie.
No, I found the perfect movie after a lot of research.
I'm pretty excited.
So your turn to pick.
Even he wants to watch it. So
I believe that doesn't mean you're clear of not watching this movie, because I know you're not going to watch the movie you picked.
No, no, I'm watching this movie.
Okay, what?
I just hit it.
Go ahead.
I need you. We need you to watch that horrible movie, and then we're gonna need a 500-word. It's like a book report, except for it's a movie report.
Okay.
By next week, 500 words.
Dude, that's easy.
Okay.
500. Okay. No, that's hard. Never mind.
So if you guys want to tune in with us,
right,
Josh is about to give you the movie that he picked at 10 seconds ago, that you can follow along. Actually, kind of chat in our chat and give us your opinion of it as well. So for those of you regulars that watch, Robert Zirkle, Cameron, all you guys in our chat,
right?
I know this doesn't pertain to people who listen to the podcast, but this is your chance, and whoever is listening, you can come to our YouTube and join in with us.
Right. Next week.
We make sure our movies are on Netflix. We make sure they're on Hulu, Amazon Prime. We all 3 have those things. So we assume you would have one of those as well. So we tell you the movie and where you can watch it. And if you don't have one of those subscriptions by now, please just I don't want to tell you to shut. I don't want to tell you to shut. How are you watching us right now?
Right.
At this point in time. So Josh, what movie are you going to pick that you're not going to watch and not help us review on next week's episode of Big
watching
Radio?
it. We are going to watch.
What is this movie?
The Silence.
Perfect. Now
on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Right, it's a Netflix original, and I'm jacked.
Now, do we know any details, like who it's directed by or when the movie came out?
It came out 2019.
Okay.
And its director is a very prominent figure.
All right.
In the directing world.
Yeah.
Okay.
He directs movies.
Yes.
Perfect. What's his name?
He does have a name.
The director.
The director.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's in the credits.
Sir is his name.
Are you sure he's not a girl?
What?
Is he
How does
multi-generational?
that
Multibilingual?
Chicks make
Is he a
movies?
person of
Yeah,
color?
I don't think chicks make
Is he a
movies,
person
dude.
of color?
No, probably not.
Is white a color?
It's a shade. Or is that black? I don't
Who
know.
knows?
Needless to say,
Oh,
the
that's awesome.
silence or the silent.
Silence, like
The silence
your voice.
The silence on Netflix. For those of you who want to tune in with us and find out what we do here,
right?
Go watch The Silence on Netflix. Get on our YouTube. Get in with us. Chat it up. Find out what we think. Give us your opinion, and we'll shout it out on air. But this leads us to the end of our show.
Right.
Boys, how you feeling?
Fantastic.
Feeling great, man.
I'm sweating. I don't know if it's because it's hot in this
It's
room.
hot in this room.
But
in
the
here,
energy
dude.
in here has been great. And with the energy being great, I want you guys all listening and who's sitting right here next to me. I don't know if you'll do it, Josh.
Okay.
Go to our YouTube, subscribe. Go to our Facebook, like. Go to our Instagram, like. Go to our Twitter, like. Comment. Let us know what you think. Do nostalgia. You get prizes. Get with us on the show. We're on iTunes. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Spotify. Just go to Google, type in Big Lip Radio. Go to www.biglipradio.com.
Right.
Click the Patreon link, become a member.
Right.
Help us help you become a better show. Help us help you. And then you guys got anything else?
No.
All right, with that being said, we'll catch you guys on next week's episode of Big Lip Radio. We're clear.
You just said
good
help
shit.
us help you become a better show.
That's right.
So our listeners become a better show.
Yeah.
All right.
You think way too much.
I know. Help us help you have a better show. We want them to be entertained by our show, so
Yeah.
when they help us, we help them have a more entertaining show.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I think it's so cool how like our actual podcast does not hear that,
Right.
but the YouTube listeners get to hear us
understand.
all messing around.
Dude, that movie
God
actually
damn
looks.
it.
That movie looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm stoked.
I'm
That's a
totally
good
gonna watch
find.
that. Probably tomorrow.
That was the longest episode we've ever done, by the way,
Yeah,
guys.
I
Good job.
noticed. I was like an
Good job.
hour and
Well,
17 minutes.
sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have so much stuff to talk about.
Right. And we still skimped on half of the
We
topics
did.
didn't
We had to cut
dig.
every topic at
Right.
least half because we could talk for hours on this stuff. For those of you who are still watching on our YouTube chat, what we like to do is after the show, we'll still leave the mics on and the cameras on. You may see kids running in and out of here. You may see us getting ready. We like to
We got to record our promo.
We cut promos. We cut everything for Instagram. You guys get to be a part of that. Now, do we direct our attention at you this whole time? No. It's just us being us. So stay if you want, leave if you want. But this will probably be on for our next 20 minutes.
Right.
People may be in here, people may not. But it's your chance to get a glimpse at the inside after the show. So it's not what you pay for, it's what you support. Thank you. What are you doing, Nody? Hey! Oh my God.
Record our promo, sir. Second job today, by the way. Yes, I do. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, y'all still trashing me.
That's fine. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, just
You
think of
do
it
a
this
good
way.
job
Think
taking
of it
it.
this way. You're the new guy.
Kind
That's all it is. You're the new guy. Until somebody else comes in behind you.
Am I actually getting fired though?
No.
No, hell no.
If we were going to fire you,
I'll
you
talk
wouldn't be here
shit.
tonight.
That wouldn't be on the mics. I'd be a closed conversation.
If we were really going to fire you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Hell no. Are you kidding? You're awesome on this show.
Oh, thanks.
I'm not bullshitting. I'm enjoying the shit having you on the show.
Thanks.
It's a noticeable absence on the days you miss.
Aw.
Matters.
For real,
That's so nice.
Nah, don't be a pussy.
Don't be a pussy. We had a lot of interaction this time.
Did we?
Yeah. I thought it was good. I feel energized now.
All right, let's get a picture.
I'm gonna wear my shirt upside down.
Oh, I couldn't even stand
By the
up.
way, your phone's shitty, man.
No, yeah.
Why?
No. You know how
It
many
was
people,
running about 4 frames per second.
you know how many people commented how they like that style? They're like, was that something different? That seemed like a little artistic and a little weird. Robert Zirkle, he was like, that's pretty cool, man. I was like, it's just my son's shitty phone.
Oh, for the video?
All right.
The quality of the fucking video was
Right, it's
god
got to be
awful.
running at the 224i.
It looked like your internet wasn't
At 4
fast enough
frames
to
a
run
second.
the video. So at first, I guarantee when people watched it, like, what the hell's wrong with my phone?
Right.
That was on my phone.
So
But
trying
then
to change the quality
yeah,
settings.
But then it was us.
Yeah.
You can stand wherever you want.
We'll
grab
be
this
right
thing.
here, over the shoulder boulder holder.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna hold this. Right here.
Why
Just
don't
kidding.
you actually hold that?
Not a pen.
This is just a photo here. 1, 2. Now the video. See,
PlayStation Classic. We went over the Cocaine Island. We went over WrestleMania 35.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, Legend of Cocaine Island, PlayStation
Classic.
Classic.
Cool. And then www.biglebradio.com.
That's 44, right?
Yeah. Oh, check. Fucking check.
He said 43, 44,
45.
I was like, oh no.
This is one thing we gotta nail down because we sound so. That'll fucking.
Is this
kill it.
episode 44?
Good.
One up games. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'll do the whole.
Yeah, and now I have all 3 of them.
So when we do the video,
You should
I'll start
hang
with
them
this
up.
shit like this, and then I'll fade it out.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the 44th new Big Lip Radio podcast. This week we talked about the new Star Wars trailer.
Woo!
We talked about the Cocaine Island.
The legend of Cocaine Island.
That's right. And we also talked about hacking the PlayStation Classic.
PlayStation Classic. And you know what else we do? We actually have a website, www.biglebradio.com, that has all kinds of other free content just for you guys.
That's funny. That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
I'll upload that. Upload that.
Let me lie.
We didn't even talk about Road Rash, but I just wanted a prop.
You felt left out.
Oh man, I think I gotta pee a little bit. I gotta pee a little bit. Yeah. I guess I can play some music for you guys. Yeah. If you guys got any questions, you can ask them now. I'll be here. I gotta do a little bit of editing. What's up, Noni? Come on. Say what's up. Say what's up. Noni, Noni.
Hi, Soda.
Hi, Noni.
Hi. Asawada.
Asawada. Nice hat, dude.
Kim loses her mind whenever I wear like this, frontwards.
Why?
She says she thinks I look goofy.
No, you look like a younger dude. A younger dude.
You're right, I'm a young man.
Yeah, a younger dude.
Sorry, guys, got home.
You just going to town, huh, Nody?
Hey, she is. I like the inflection.
And this off.
You want that off? This. Hey, you gotta leave this on. Say hello.
Hiya.
Say what's up, guys.
I said, guys.
Say you're the best.
It was.
Say best friend.
What's friend?
Go.
Say Papa J rules. So she puts down the headphones.
She's like, I'm done.
I'm done. That's it. I'm out.
You done?
No.
Okay. What do you want to do? It's like 9 o'clock, almost past
I
your
like
bedtime.
that she was able to get a tattoo at her age.
Yeah, it's cool, huh? Yeah, you done? All right, y'all done? Oh my goodness. So my goodness. You want some pizza?
No. Please.
No, don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch Noel. 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 A circle. Don't touch that. Yeah.
Aha.
Yes. What are you ahaing?
Hey.
Aha.
Now when you get home.
Bum 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 ba-dum bum. Da 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 da. Nolly, do not touch. Put it down. Crazy son of a gun. Don't touch. Okay? You're gonna break it. There, I unplugged it. I unplugged it, Nolly. This is Z Money from Big Lip Radio. Alexa, play the Big Lip Radio podcast.
Here's the new Big Lip Radio from iHeartRadio.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and close down the live stream now. I did what I needed to do. Hopefully you guys did too. We'll see you next Tuesday. 7 o'clock. Same time every Tuesday. Please.